This is the part 2 of my story about my 1965 Chevrolet Impala Super Sport that I purchased new on August the 10th, 1965 at Timmers Chevrolet in Atlanta, Georgia. After I purchased it in August of 1965, the following April, Uncle Sam sent me a notice and I was inducted into the U.S. Army. And while I was in the Army, I left it at home in North Carolina. At that time I had been working in Atlanta, Georgia, and while I was in Vietnam, my dad kept a car in North Carolina in a shed behind the house, and my brother drove it some, and my dad drove it some. And after I came back from Vietnam, I was stationed at Fort Hood, and I drove it to Fort Hood, Texas. And as you can see, my license plate, there's my original Georgia 1965 license plates when I purchased the car that I had. Then it had a 1965 North Carolina plate while I was in the Army, and my dad then had it at home in North Carolina. Then, as I told you in my part 1 of my story about the 65, that's where I met my wife at Fort Hood, Texas, while I was stationed there. Then we married and we started a family, and we had 2 sons. And as my oldest son, as I mentioned in the first video, my oldest son drove it through high school. Well, when my youngest son turned 14, we found another 65 Chevy Impala Super Sport that we needed a lot of work on it. We had to completely restore it. And he was 14, and my youngest son, and as we bought this car, it was white in color, and we spent about 2 years restoring it, and he turned 16, and he drove it through high school and off to college when he went to college. And so we've had 2 1965 Chevrolets in the family. My son Mark had youngest son Mark had the other one, but this one I purchased new in August 1965. So it's still in the family. As I said in the last video, I've had it out driving again today, Sunday afternoon, today being October the 18th, 2009. I take it out driving on the weekends and really enjoy it. But it's let me raise the hood and show you, all you guys I know are interested in under the hood, what takes place under the hood. So I'll raise the hood. And I'll show you the 396 engine that's all original. Numbers match. It's been a good runner over the years. As you can see, the antifreeze, not the antifreeze, but the windshield wiper bottle right here, where we keep the windshield wiper fluid, mounted there in the mounting. There's the windshield wiper jug. No air conditioning, no power steering. You see the 396 sticker on it there. Everything's original about it. The interior is original. As you can see, the interior of the 65. Let me open the door for you. There's the 4-speed, the gear shift, and the dash, clutch pedals, carpeting, the seats, everything's original, as I mentioned in my last video, except the Krager mags that my wife purchased for me on my 50th birthday. So I've had those on there since my 50th birthday. And I might mention the original Spinner 65 hubcaps are in the trunk, stored in the trunk, and they're quite valuable too. So this 65 is part of the family, as I mentioned in my first video. So really proud of it, as I said so many times on my first video. My sons, Michael and Mark, they're very proud of it. Mark, that I had the other 65 Impala Super Sport, we sold it after he graduated, well, before he graduated from college, and now we regret that. We wish we still had that one, but we've got this one. It's been part of the family, and thank you for your interest in watching me bragging about the 65, but it's been a family project, and the whole family cares for it, and it'll be in the family for a long time to come, and I hope so, the good Lord willing, that it'll be part of the family. So thank you for watching. Thank you.